Good morning, Willowbrook. It's Denise from your Madison campus. I am here to talk to you today about Luke chapter 16. There is a ton of things to unpack. We're going to focus on the first section, and it's about the unjust steward. There's so many things in here to talk about. Character, integrity, what or who has your heart? What are you seeking after? What are you looking to for approval? Or who are you looking to for approval? Clearly, this man is, he's cheating his boss. Not a good thing. And so he's looking, though, he's afraid he gets fired. And so he's afraid he's either going to have to work hard physically, which he can't do anymore, or he'd have to beg, and he's embarrassed. He's ashamed to do that. And so the approval that he's looking for, he's clearly just trying to satisfy his own needs and get his own needs met in whatever way he sees fit instead of doing things God's way. And so every day, like at the end of this portion of the story, it talks about how you can't serve God and mammon. You can't serve God and money. You're going to love one and hate the other. So what do you love? Who do you love? What are you seeking after? Who are you seeking after? With our heart, like if we look at our I'd say checkbook in my day, but it's your bank statement in these days. And so where are you spending your money? Because where you're spending your money is where your heart's at. That's a reflection of that. That's a clear, easy way for you to go do a heart check, look at the circumstances of where you're spending your money, and you'll know what it is that you're seeking after. Is it stuff? Is it things? Is it trying to impress people? One of my favorite scriptures I love is Deuteronomy 30:19. It says, I put blessing and cursing. Today, I put blessing and cursing, life and death before you. Choose life so that you and your descendants can live. So you wouldn't think that would have to be an obvious, somebody didn't have to tell you that. The obvious answer would be choose life. Well, if he has to present that to us, clearly sometimes we're not choosing life, we're choosing death. And so I want to choose life. I want me and my descendants to live. I want us to have a godly, fruitful life. I want to have character. I want to have integrity. I want to do what God has placed me on this earth to do. I want to see what God's doing and then join him in it. So this is, to me, this whole story is about reflecting on where am I at today? Who am I serving? Who am I looking to for my answers? When you get down to the bottom of it, of course, it's Lazarus and the rich man and Lazarus. And the rich man is saying, Abraham, just send Lazarus over to take care of me and cool my tongue because it's terrible here. And then he's like, nope, there's a chasm between us. Can't do it. He's like, well, raise somebody from the dead. Send him to go talk to my brothers so that they don't end up in this place either. He's like, if they didn't believe Moses and the prophets, not going to believe someone who rises from the dead. Listen, we need to see what God is doing. We need to look to him. What is he doing in your life around you? And then join him in it so that you can fulfill what God has put you on this earth to do. There's so many things that God is moving all around you. We've got to open our eyes to see them. Sometimes we just go about our day and we're just on automatic and we just get up, go to work, come home. We just do the same thing day after day, over and over and over and over again. Well, look, we want to be seeing what God's doing. We want to see opportunities because, like here, he's talking with the rich man and Lazarus. He's wanting somebody to talk to his brothers. Listen, be the person that God sends to go talk to somebody, to tell them about the gospel, to preach the gospel to them, to give them the good news. We need them to hear it before it's too late, and that's part of what God is doing in and through each and every one of us. And so, listen, today, make the choice to choose life. Choose integrity. Choose to have your heart follow after the things of God. Choose to glorify God in your actions, in your words, in your deeds. Choose that Jesus would be glorified in everything that you do. Listen, things happen. We go through stuff, right? Everything's not always easy, but God's with us. He's using us. He's using the people around us. Listen to the messages on Sunday. Listen to your life group. Listen to the different people that come into your life that God brings that will speak that life to you so that you can choose it. And then he's glorified in all the things. Even if it's something difficult, even if it's something bad, you get the bad diagnosis or you don't have any money or whatever the case is, God will use those things. He works all things together for our good, right? So he'll use those things to bring about his glory. And that's what we're all about. When somebody comes to us that we meet, we can be like, man, I went through that, but this is how God brought me through it because I chose life, right? Choose life in all the things that you do. Be that person of integrity, character, because your character is going to produce fruit in your life. If your character's good, then we're going to bring glory to God. If your character's bad, it's not. So look at those things today. Look at how are you spending your money. Look at how or who has your heart. Is it the Lord? Is it Jesus? Are you living for him every moment of every day? Listen, I hope that that blesses you and that it gives you pause to think in your life about the choices that you're making. And I would just again encourage you, Deuteronomy 30:19, choose life.